What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. And the theme for the day is Drea, keep your hands to yourself. And Jaylen, don't end up like Brian Mcknight, Gucci Mane, or Tristan Thompson. Like the video's intro plays, we got a lot to get into.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense to me intellectually.
Make it make sense. You know what was up.
Tell Kirk and his 3 earrings I said hello.
Get my legs trying to see if she can feel something.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Doing the polyamorous relationship thing, you have 2 girlfriends right now, right? I mean,
I don't know why you all gagging.
Soak it up, honey. Go.
is that the cap or would you add more to it?
No specific cap. It just depends on, who I vibe with and who vibes with me.
I know. Okay, so no cap to it. So as many maybe you'd add. Oh, okay, we're not closing the door to
As many as you can afford, That's how it works.
Okay, so anyway, literally, Neo was just on a podcast with some very, very young people talking about his 4 girlfriends. I don't really know if that's what the youth of America really, whatever, Neo. Y'all like it, I love it. Let's talk Jaylen and Draya. So everybody, gave Draya a lot of slack because she was 38 and he was 21 when they got together. Then they have a lot of cringy moments.
Driver.
I mean, I think I'm the better driver.
I think that your driver's license is a true depiction of what kind of driver you are. Okay. I mean, if you want this point, I'm gonna give it to you, but
I'm taking it because
Okay.
you drive like.
I mean, I've had a driver's license like your whole life.
I don't care. I'm taking it.
And it's whole, which to whose DMs first?
I slid in your DM.
Thank you. Did everyone?
Technically, he was an adult. She was an adult. We can go over gender roles because we're about to get into that with the domestic violence stuff anyway. They were both consenting adults. And yes, he is her oldest son's age. Yes, we know all these things. Yes, some people will never really get over it. He was legal. Some people will always feel like, she's grooming him. I don't think that she's grooming him. I think that it's a mutually beneficial relationship. At the time that they got together, we'll get into the deadbeat thing in a second. Draya provided him an out. There were all these rumors going around that he might be gay, and all of a sudden now you have 2 women pregnant, one being Draya. Draya is not able. Draya will always date well. That's just not going to be in question. Draya is going to date well. She's going to, swerve like Todd and find better situations. I think this boy had like $100 million contract. He got the publicity that he wants from it. Draya has like almost 9 or 10 million subscribers or followers. He has 3 million. People can say what they want. They can feel grossed out by the age difference, but it's a mutually beneficial relationship. They didn't just have a baby because Draya wanted a baby. It was mutual. People feel like he's just tricking off money on her, and that I do believe.
Maybe I'm outside getting tricked down. That's what I like. Talk about. And I mean, thank you so much. Sorry. Come on, baby.
Now that is true, but there are things that are a little bit weird. You're like in your 40s now, and you guys do press releases by unfollowing each other. That's a very, very young mindset. Like, yeah. He posts things like this. It ain't that hard to choose a side. I ain't y'all friends, gang. I don't know. Maybe this was after the fight with Draya. Meanwhile, Draya is just doing what Draya does, looking good at Fashion Week. You can say a lot about Draya, but nobody ever says she's not attractive. I will say, let me see if I have that picture queued up. This was not the best photo. He's over here looking like Tyler Perry and she's looking like Meryl Streep. Okay, but let's I don't know what happened in that photo. But let's get into what happened with that's not funny. And we're talking gender roles, domestic violence on either side is never okay. And you should never be putting your hands on each other. And so what we are seeing is her chasing after him. It looks as if maybe one of the stylists is trying to get in between. He has disengaged, and she is not happy. So the younger person is the one disengaging. The younger person is not like putting his hands on her, because if he put his hands on her, his career is over. So Drea's career, I think she sells swimsuits and she does like Fashion Nova and stuff like that. Her career, this just amplifies it because this is press for her. For him, he has a morality clause and $100 million contract. So he can never engage with her like she is engaging with him. That is not lost on me at all. Now, again, he's no saint. He had 2 women pregnant at the same time. They gave birth, I believe, like within a month of one another. So, you know, he's no saint. Very young and clearly young-minded. But Draya knows better than this. Okay. And then there's an ad for Draya right after. It's not a good look. She should not be putting her hands on him, and he definitely cannot put his hands on her. He will lose everything. And once he loses everything, he's definitely losing Draya, because she ain't staying when the money's gone. But let's get into this other aspect. We kind of touched on it a little bit. Jaylen had 2 children at the same time. Unfortunately, when you go to his Instagram, only one child is on there, and that would be Drea's child. He's very young. He can still turn this around. Both kids are adorable. It's not up to Draya to make him, you know, really acknowledge the other kid in the same way that he acknowledges hers. But yes, Jaylen Green welcomed baby girl with another woman as Draya Michelle inches towards delivery. The baby, also very cute, has stole Jaylen's face. This is definitely Jaylen's baby. They look like twins. Actually, both kids look kind of similar. This baby does look like she stole Jaylen's face. He is very young. The babies are very young. He can still turn it around. I just hope that he moves in that direction. But on the people who have not turned it around, I get so... Let me say this. I was a fan of Gucci Mane's. You could kind of see when something was going wrong with him. Before he went to jail, things were a little bit off.
Oh, you about to be flaking his off ass. You're recording it? Oh my god. Dad? Oh, you about to be flaking his off ass.
So when Gucci got with Keisha, everything started looking like on the up and up. He got in shape. They were in love. Keisha was I don't know what you would even call it. Like, like a beacon of light in a lost situation. Married for $1 million. Keisha had her own businesses. They had a couple of kids. And then Tasha K did an interview with Gucci's first baby mama. And we found out that Gucci actually had a son named Keithion who was severely autistic, nonverbal, and a runner. He needed 24-hour care. And we found out that Gucci was only paying $2,000 a month. And the first baby mama had to go to court to fight for more money at a time where you're having $1 million wedding to your new fiance and now wife. I will never, when it comes to like kids and shunning one kid, I don't forget that kind of stuff. And you see all these people who always defend their favorite celebrity. Celebrities can do jacked up stuff too. And if a celebrity is uplifting one child and shunning another, that's trash behavior. To have a nonverbal autistic child and then come out and say when you have a new baby with your new wife that this is the first time you ever felt like a father, that is a blow. That's a major blow. Happy that you're healthy and out of jail and have really worked on yourself, but you got to do some more work on yourself if you're still shunning one child. Sound familiar? But yeah, again, if you go through Gucci's timeline, everything is about his happy new family. You don't ever hear anything about your nonverbal autistic son who requires 24-hour care. It sounds a lot like this guy, Brian Mcknight. This was big in the last couple years. Brian Mcknight slams his family members over estranged son Nico's death. May God have mercy on your soul. We covered this story. Brian Mcknight basically got a new family, and he said out of his own mouth that these were his children, and he had no other children. When we all know that there were 3 children, 2 boys from Julie Mcknight and a third daughter who he allegedly put out that this girl had a relationship with her cousin. This is what he did to his daughter. He did not acknowledge his other children. And then as his son passed away from cancer, this is what he had to say. Brian Mcknight has broken his silence following the death of his estranged son, Nico Mcknight. The R&B singer shared a lengthy Instagram reel featuring a voiceover slamming his family members following the death of his son, whom he shared with his ex-wife, Julie Mcknight, 2 years after a cancer diagnosis at the age of 32. A big thanks to Claude McKnight's tasteless and selfless aggrandizing announcement on TikTok that frankly was not his to make. In my opinion, he inserted himself and used Nico's death as an opportunity instead of letting him pass with respect and dignity. It has instead turned into a circus, a mockery of his life now lost, making this tragedy into a reality show type drama. He then revealed that he and his family flew home to Maui and had a private memorial for Nico, remembering all the good times while everything was unfolding. What would be the good times? You had disavowed your children. What were the good times? Did Nico even, I have a positive relationship with Julie Mcknight, his ex-wife. I would never go and ask her, did Nico even know his stepmother? What I will say is Brian disavowed his children and said that that woman's children and the new baby, I think he even named his new baby with the new wife Junior, which his oldest son was the Junior. The point being, trash behavior. He then revealed that he and his family flew home to Maui. Got that. The last time he and I spoke, we offered him all the help we could provide. We had the #1 oncologist on deck for him and a team of specialists on standby with private care in our home. That's interesting. If you disavowed him and you did not feel like, maybe he didn't feel like he was part of the family, why would the oncologist only be available at your home? That in itself is a measure of control for a very young person who is fighting for their life with cancer. If it was solely about the child, then he's not a child, he's an adult, but he'll always be Brian and Julie's child, whether Brian wants to acknowledge it or not. The son if he doesn't have a relationship and your desire is to help them through cancer, what you would do for them would be, I have an oncologist that can come to you. You can go to their clinic. Why would it need to be on deck for them at home? He then says the door of communication was opened and remained open till his death. He and his mother declined. I would decline too if I had to go to your house and I don't feel comfortable and you disavowed me and it takes cancer for that door to open. He continued, to the self-proclaimed mama bear, may God have mercy on your soul for not allowing him to accept that help and not allowing him to use that line of communication. So you are still pointing the finger at the grieving mother for a child that you disavowed. For your Hawaiian family. My wife, our children, and I are eternally thankful to Almighty God that the suffering has come to an end and grateful for all your condolences, he concluded. Thanks to all of you who have known the truth in the beginning and haven't let untruth, half-truths, or slander prejudice your opinion. Now, Brian is suing Jaguar, right? Currently. Putting ads out in paper and in papers and everything because he can't lock down her address. But that lawsuit is happening. What did she say about him? I think she said that he was smuggling women or something. I don't know. You'll have to look it up. I'll put my banner up. Oh, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We done got so deep in this. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you are not new to the channel, hit that like button. It is a free way to support the channel. Definitely hit that like button. It helps. If you happen to see something that says hype this video, please hype it and hype any video of a content creator who you like. YouTube is not necessarily promoting content creators that are smaller in the same way that they used to. So that does help push it into the algorithm. Not just for me, anytime you see a content creator video that you like, definitely hype it. They're going to be doing some new things with YouTube soon for age controls. So if you are not subscribed to somebody and or logged in when you watch, they may switch up your algorithm. Things are happening pretty fast with YouTube. But yeah, let's get off Brian. Lastly, when we're talking deadbeats, let's talk Tristan Thompson. Oh, raccoon eyes himself. So Tristan Thompson had a baby with Kevin Hart's wife's cousin. He then met Larsa Pippen, went on a date with her, and then Chloe decided she wanted him. So she had a baby with him. The only problem was he had a baby coming with somebody else, a son named Theo. Not only was Tristan cheating on Chloe and kissing Chloe's sister's best friend, he also had a baby with a woman from Houston who promptly moved to LA to get as much child support as she could. That's not the point. The point is he has never acknowledged his child. And even worse, he acknowledges Dream, who is Rob and China's daughter, basically saying that he and Chloe are the parents of that. When you don't even acknowledge your own son is insane. So naturally, Blac Chyna had an issue with this, as anybody would have an issue when you are taking ownership of somebody else's child when you don't even take care of your own. Additionally, injury to insult, as we're talking about people who have special needs and need caretakers, you're talking about you are a father to Dream, not your son Theo, and Chloe has become the caretaker of your special needs brother after your mother passed. Chloe has stepped it up. People don't like her. I think that she is definitely a better suited caretaker. She is now taking care of his special needs brother and her son with Tristan and her daughter with Tristan. And I mean, we all know that Rob has had some issues and Blac Chyna is newly sober. So I do think that Chloe probably did help out with Dream, but she was never Dream's mom, and even said that she was never Dream's mom. That is Chyna. That's just some idiot stuff that Tristan decided to say. A man who don't take care of his own child and acknowledges being a parent to somebody else's. I say all that to say, Jaylen, You do not have to follow in these other dudes' footsteps. You are very young. You were smart not to fight Draya back, and you have another child. Definitely start acknowledging that other child in the same way that you acknowledge Drea's, and we won't have to have these conversations. Anyway, I was not expecting this so early in the morning. Guys, I might come back because we got some stuff to talk about. Tyler Perry's Stalker. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back today. Maybe I'll drop that tomorrow. But anyway, like the video on your way out. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. If these are some of the things you did not know, definitely put in the comments. If you did know that some of these people had some deadbeat dad tendencies, put that in the comments as well. And I will see you guys later.